The Daily Purge. How are you today? Hope you're doing fantastic. Man, I wanted to talk to you right now. Are we live right now? Error occurred. Go live. Oh, it's not going live. I've never seen that before. It doesn't go live on a few pages. There we go. All right. So I hope you're doing fantastic today. I am here today to talk to you about why you absolutely do not need a coach. Everybody talks about, oh, you need a coach, you need this, you need that other. You absolutely have a question in your mind. I don't need a coach, right? You're probably saying, well, what do I need a coach for? I've been doing this for 40 years. Well, let me tell you a story. A story about how I never needed a coach. Never needed a coach. Never needed a coach. What do I need a coach for? I know what I need to know, right? And this came up today in a live that I did with Lauren Resnick. She's an incredible coach herself. And I was like, as a advisor and consultant, I guess you could say I'm biased to coaches, right? And coaches are someone who has a system and a structure that takes you somewhere through the system and structure, and they don't necessarily and typically don't have the experience that they're teaching you. Then you have a mentor who sort of keeps you in bounds and give you some, every once in a while, a sort of, a coach holds your hand, a mentor doesn't. And you have an advisor that does everything. So they do coaching, advising, as a coaching, consulting, advising, just about anything you can imagine. And so I'm more of an advisor, but why you don't need a coach. And I'm going to tell you why you don't need it. I'm going to explain to you why you might think you don't need a coach. How's that sound? That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm trying to share this around and do it at the same time. Men can't multitask. So here we go. So I've started working out in the gym when I was 14, right? 14 years old. Now I didn't show up all the time to the gym when I was in the army in Iraq. I couldn't go to a gym, obviously. So I filled bottles of water with sand and did some very light exercises with those, bench press and all that kind of stuff. And, flies and, all that kind of stuff. And so I've always been training. So, when I got up to the 50s, people were like, man, you should get a personal trainer. I'm like, I don't need a personal trainer. I've been training for 40 years. Right. And I just finally decided, okay, I'm going to get a trainer. And it was an expensive trainer. And holy shit. I'm in the best shape of my life. I could literally show you a 6-pack on a 54-year-old man right now. Right? Actually, it's a 4-pack. I have like the long bottom abs, so I don't have those 3 clumps. I got 2 clumps and then there's a long bottom ab. Anyway, it must be the Neanderthal in me. I don't know. Anyway, so what that showed me is, well, okay, maybe I need to change my tune, right? Why I absolutely don't need a coach. And if I look at Lauren, for instance, right, Resnick, who I just did a live with, she's a coach. She holds your hand, takes you through a process that she knows, but she's also been through that process a long time. She's over 40, and she's super powerful. She coaches only women, and she's pretty cool when it comes to knowing what she's talking about and actually having experienced it. So if you do seek to grow, if you seek to expand, if you seek to increase your revenue or whatever it is that you find a coach for, ensure that when you do seek a coach, that they have tangible experience. They have 15, 20 years of experience, right? Of course, you're going to pay more for these guys and gals. 15 or more years of experience that you can actually call if they offer you, or if you ask to speak to some other past clients and they say no, well, then they didn't do a good job, or they don't have any ex-clients. So those are the 2 things that I always look for. Can I talk to their ex-clients, and do they have tangible results that I can see, and with experiences they have? Can I Google the name and see where they come from? If I Google their name and I only see their landing page, well, then I know they don't have any real life experience. Otherwise, they would probably be in Google. Even at my age, 54, you find stuff back all the way back to 1995, 1996, if you look enough, right? They're probably on the 30th page, but they're there. And so I changed my tune, and I have mentors and I have a coach, and we co-coach, Lane and I as well, coach, mentor, consult, and advise as well. And even one of our clients, incredible guy in the UK, he brought us on, Lane and myself, in the Humble Alpha Advisory Program, and we help him in a 4-month period, once a week, take his company to the next level. And man, did we do that! Not only did we do that, we were able to extract him from the business help him extract himself from the business so he had more free time. And then we helped set up a hedonic calendar, meaning we planned his free time and his quality of lifetime. So in a 2-month period, he's actually out of his business, and it's completely running by itself. He just, checks in every once in a while. He's acquired a new business. He's acquiring 1 or 2 more businesses right now and selling one of his other ones all at the same time while on vacation, right? Now, he's in Mexico right now. I'm flying tomorrow to Mexico, and so is Lane, and we're all three meeting there with our families. Now, can you imagine doing that with a coach? Can you imagine doing that with somebody who you can't relate to because they're just teaching you a structure and a procedure that they've never experienced, and so they have no relation to you? No, of course not. Well, this is the difference between a coach with no experience and a coach with experience. It's coaching only what they have the superpower in, right? So I didn't go and get a automobile coach to train me in the gym. I went and got a specialist that was a health coach, not just a bodybuilding coach, not just a nutrition coach, but a health coach. I want a proper nutrition plan. I want proper training, but I want it functional, but also to build muscle. And I don't want to have any hardcore freaking limitations and stuff. And I want to know about my hormone levels, vitamins, minerals, all that kind of stuff. So I found one. His name is Ollie Jordan Matthews. You've probably seen on my page. I posted about him. Guy's got me into, I mean, literally like six pack, the whole works. You can probably see the bumps coming out there. It's crazy. 54 years old, I'm in peak shape, going to Mexico to the beach too. So, hey, can't beat that. Oh, I'm not even looking at the comments. I'm sorry. Hey, everybody. Let's see what we got here. Hey, Olga. Hey, Jared. All right, brother. You made it. Hey, hello, brother. Yes, indeed. Multitasking a myth. Hey, Phoenix. How you doing? Hey, Daniel. Claudius. Fabe. Grüß dich, mein Lieber. David. Good to see you, man. Tim Mimet. Hey, Josip Perkovic. Nice name. I love it, brother. Yeah, so if you're out there looking for a coach, and I'm not kidding, any professional sport, and anybody who's made it to the pinnacle of anything in their life and their career had a coach, an Olympic coach, a basketball coach, a singing coach, an acting coach, whatever it is that you have. They've always had coaches, but those coaches have been there and done that. Get away from those people who say, yeah, I worked 20 years in corporate and I'm going to teach you how to be an entrepreneur. Wait a second. What? Right? Well, the process of, if you're going to teach entrepreneurs how to put a corporate structure into their business, yes. Okay? Be precise in what it is that you're looking for and find it precisely what you're looking for. You know, Lane and I in the Humble Alpha Paradigm Upgrade Advisory Program, I love the name, it's way too long. HOUP, if you would shorten it up to an acronym. We work with leaders like I told you, business owners and leaders and their teams. We have another client who has a business, and we work with him and his leaders, right? And this, we help them in a completely different industry do the same thing we're doing with the other guy, right? And then we have a female in New York, and the rugby sounds interesting. I'd love to hear more. Okay, Tim, why are there no tanks? Shane, there are tanks right there. There's one firing right over my shoulder. That's a tank right there, brother. And that's the 8th Cavalry. Right? So, or are you talking about tank tops? I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, hola, Joe. Buongiorno, signore. So, you know, when we have a female in New York who's a chief of staff, senior advisor of a political personality. And so you see, we work with all kinds of different people. And you're probably like, Stephen, how can you work in, let's say, the medical industry, the construction industry, the pharmaceutical industry, and in the political realm? Wow. Well, I've been there and done that. Lane has been there and done that in the high performance mindset and the force multiplication factors that he works in. And that's why when we work with one client, it's Lane and myself and you. And it's so gratifying and satisfying and amazing that we can actually have an impact in 2 months of a 3 or 4 month program that is just crushing it, changing lives forever. And basically, we go through this. We look at your professional life, see what's out of whack, and you know, I'll go into the business side, do all my structuring, all this kind of stuff, and increase revenue, do financial triage, lower the costs, try to find, you know, credit lines, credits, acquisitions, or exits, or whatever it is that you want to do. And then we're going to look at how your identity, act, react, or proact in your business. We're going to look at your team, and we're going to get that in order. And then we're going to look at your personal life, same thing. And then we're going to integrate you as the person you are, your true identity with your purpose. And we're going to integrate that into all areas of your life, including business. Meaning you're going to be the same person wherever you go. And you're not going to be like, I'm the CEO, I'm the owner, I'm the veteran, I'm this, I'm that, right? Right? You're going to be you. And this is what I got to say. You all know me. You see me here. Most of you have no idea what I do. You're like, he does something business, right? Well, that's because you don't need to know. I don't run around with the title. I don't tell you, hey, I do this, I do that, I do that. right? Unless I'm specifically talking about one thing. And some of you might think he's doing too many things. Well, I'm doing one thing. I'm helping people by solving their problems, right? That's all I'm doing. It doesn't matter what industry, where, who, what, politics. I've been in politics for 14 years now in Europe, a little bit in America. And that's just advising businesses, advising leaders, advising politicians, advising all kinds of things, right? Master connector, that's right. And so if you're out there and you're looking for a coach or you're looking for a way forward and you actually want to crush it in life, yeah, you can go out and get a coach. But here's the thing, Brian, yes, ladies and gentlemen, just talking about you with Joe, man. Just talking about you with Joe, Brian. He needs to hook up with you. We have a good idea. We think you're gonna love it. All right, Brian Hess, you guys got to check him out. He's a daily podcast. It's badass, man. The guy's spot on. I've never seen somebody with so much content. It's just like spot on. Thanks, brother. Hello, Daniel and Panza Buddha. Yeah, so this is the deal. Everyone's looking for a coach, or they're not looking for a coach. But guess what? Everyone needs a coach, and I don't care who you are. You need a coach. If you're where you are right now and you're not where you want to be, you need a coach or a mentor or an advisor. Again, a coach takes you through a procedure and holds your hand, right? A mentor sort of, gives you advice and bumps you in the right direction. An advisor like myself or consultant like myself and Lane, we take the whole package and we do it all, right? Here's the number one thing. Hey, thanks, Ben. How you doing, brother? Here's the number one thing that I see that the issue is. Many people sit there and go, man, oh my God, that sounds amazing. Because when we talk, we figure out what the issue is, right? What their challenges are at the moment, what their status is, what their challenges are, what they've tried to fix those challenges, why those fixes didn't work out, and where they want to go. And once we know that, I can pretty much say, okay, to do this, you need this, we'll do that, we'll do this, that. I can introduce you to this distributor, I can introduce you to this buyer, I can introduce you to this person. And they're sitting there going, holy shit, the guy's got all the answers here and we can really make this happen. And then it comes down to actually taking your money out of your pocket. And this is where scarcity mindset takes over any form of common sense. Believe me, I know, I remember when I was just starting out, I had a coach, her name was Geeta Nadkarni, and she was a media coach. And I wanted media coaching because I was going to do podcasts. And I've done, 300 podcasts in the last 3 years or whatever, 3.5 years. And she had a program on how to sell your program online. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just started, right, 4 years ago. And she got me on the phone, and she's trying to close me. And I'm like, 10 grand? Seriously? And she said to me, she said, look, you're sitting here right now. You're talking to me. You took the time. I mapped you out the plan, how we're going to do it. You're going to make money. What's the issue? And I was like, yeah, can't really argue with that, can I? And so I took my hard-earned 10K, and I literally held my credit card up to the camera, and she wrote it down, right? She wrote it down, and I paid it. And guess what? I made over 100K in 6 weeks from that 10K. I'm still her number one client, by the way. If you go to her website, Geeta Nadkarni, I think it's impactwithinfluence.com. You can scroll down and see a video of me and her doing an interview. I'm like her number one client to this day. Why is that? Because even though she's younger than me, even though she wasn't in my industry, she had a specific skill set that I needed to increase my impact. And guess what? It was worth it. I paid for it, made 100K from the 10K that I invested in 6 weeks, right? So I had to get past that scarcity mindset. Like, I can't afford this. Number two, if you can't afford it, and if you can't find, the right, sort of payment plan, we have a saying, Lane and I. It's the initial step, isn't it? Yes, Tim, it is. You gotta jump over your own shadow, they say, right? My life didn't change until I went to Vegas and put a large bet on myself investing in a coach. That bet was missing the point. I'm like, Ben, good man. All right. It's hard sometimes to take the plunge. It is hard, Tim, but you know what? Everything's hard if you think about it. Everything's hard if you look at the negatives. Everything's hard if you're scared. Everything's hard. It's like this. If you're worried about something, if you have a little bit of fear, you have anxiety about it, that just means that you're getting ready to grow. You should be like, yes, I'm scared. Let's do this, right? That's the way I think about it anyway. So that's the second part is, okay, money, and then, money, I don't know. And then you're scared to take the plunge and you say you want to think about it. And then you go away and think about it. And then life takes you back into its clenches. And you're worrying about, the things and the bills and the payments and the wife and the kids and the husband and the girlfriend and the boyfriend, or all of them together, depending on who you are. Actually, I met a guy the other day had 2 wives, or he lives with 2 women and has like 6 children. Never guessed it. Anyway, and so what I'm getting at is this. You're not going to get to where you want to go. I promise you. I promise you, as I sit here today, you will not get to where you're going to be at the pinnacle of your existence and your impact in the world without help. It just won't happen. No one's ever done it except for God or Jesus, right? Or Allah or Muhammad or whoever, right? It just won't happen. So if you're sitting there right now and you're going, I do need to move. I need to move my ass. But I'm not going to pay more than $500 a month or whatever, right? You're already going in with preconceived notions. You're already going in with a closed mind. You know what we always say in Humble Alpha, right? Forget about the outcome. Focus on the intention. What's your intention? I want a coach that's going to take me to the next level, and I want it now, right? So you got to make it happen. I've had this new feeling when I invest, not that I wasted my money, but this is no shit going to happen, and it's not just words, it's going to come true. Ben, let me up that game a little bit for you there. Change that it's going to come true to it is true. And that internal dialogue you have with yourself, anything that's in the future, you make it now. Simple as that, right? Anything that's in the future, you make it now. And anything in the past doesn't have to dictate your future either. What was yours? You're in Lane saying, I didn't catch it. I said, I didn't say it either. So Lane and I have a saying when someone says to us, yeah, but it's too expensive and, I can't afford that or whatever. We say, look, winners make it happen. What's going to make it happen for you? So if you like the coach or you like the mentor or whatever it is, and it's too expensive, make a freaking offer. What's going to give you enough skin in the game to hold you accountable, but not break the bank? What's it going to be? And for instance, sometimes people come to us and say, look, we can't afford that. And I'll be like, well, make it happen. You're a winner. I'm like, well, can we go 2 times a month instead of 4 times a month? I'm like, sure. We'll just cut the price in half. There you go. But it's going to be a hell of a lot of homework in those 2 days, right? So are you ready for that? Yeah. You do it every second week? Or you want to do it 2 weeks in the middle of the month? Or what do you want to do? First week and last week? What do you want to do? And so that's how we do it. You always find a way. Look, it doesn't matter if you're buying something or selling something. There's always a way, period. And you know what it comes from? It comes from certainty inside of you. It comes from certainty that you have in your ability to navigate this universe and to deploy your skills and your power in the right way so you and those around you are receiving what it is that you intend them to receive or yourself, right? And what do you do by that? You create radiant value, right? These are all things that we talk with people every single day, right? Yep, the journey for me started with hiring a coach that was an expensive $5K several years ago. There you go. There you go. Nice. I'm incorporating this into my next coaching offer. Tammy, awesome. You do that. Tammy, I love it, man. Just keep going on and on and on and on. Yes, indeed. Right? So I'm going to ask you straight out. Do you have a coach? Do you have a coach? Everybody who's watching this, do you have a coach? You don't have a coach? Well, let me tell you. I've been coaching, and you're gonna laugh when I say this. I've been coaching for over 25 years. And you're like, wait, there weren't coaches back then. Well, surprise, if you've ever been in the corporate world, right? Oh my God, I hope you guys can hear me. Jesus, what audio am I on? I just realized. Oh my God, I'm way over here. Could you guys even hear me? Wow, that's crazy. You should be able to hear me better now. So in the corporate world, coaching has been around since basically the beginning of time. At least, my first corporate job was in 96, I think, or 97. And I had to coach every day. We had 3,500 employees. That's all I freaking did was coach every single day. Okay, great, Tammy, thanks. Right? Okay, great. And so I was coaching people every single day. We had the Rosa model. I even put it in the book, right? In the Humble Alpha, Unleash Your Humble Alpha, which you can get it on humblealphabook.com. And so coaching isn't a new thing. It's just a new career on its own. It used to be a part of every corporate leader had to know how to coach. Otherwise, they weren't a corporate leader. Simple as that, right? So it's not a new thing. So why don't you have one? Why aren't you where you need to be? And I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Lane and I have a coach now, and he's not cheap, and he's freaking genius. We have another coach. We have all kinds of different coaches. And sometimes we pay less, sometimes we pay more, sometimes we barter. We do services, they do services. It just depends. Winners find a way, right? I was coaching for years and didn't even realize most of my jobs. There you go, Tammy. Right? There you go. So do you have a coach? If not, why not? And if you don't, go get one. Yeah, go get one. Recently, I had a CEO of WD-40 tell me they don't use the word manager, they use the word coach. There you go, Ben. Wording doesn't matter to me, right? It's just that in the case where you're describing the skill set or the deliverables, then it matters. Coach delivers a structure and they hold your hand. A mentor says, get your ass moving. This is what you got to do. An advisor sort of does all of that and more, right? So that's what we as an advisor do. All right. So do you have a coach? Why not? If you don't, go get one. So if you need a coach, let me know. I know a bunch of good ones with real experience, real backgrounds, real tangible results, and they're going to get you somewhere. Nonetheless, Lane and myself, of course, as well as advisors, we're literally changing the paradigm of how people think about leadership and themselves. It's crazy. And honestly, we're so humbled because we never expected, that was our intention, right? To change the paradigm of leadership and how people think about themselves. But we never expected it to catch on this quick and that people would come. We don't have even a website for that program. And people are signing up for it and coming, hey, can we work with you? Can we work with you? Why? Because they see the results we're getting for the other clients that also came up to us and said, want to work with you, right? It's incredible. And we're blessed, and we really are, and we're super grateful and thankful. And I'm thankful for you showing up today again. I'm heading to Mexico at 3 o'clock in the morning, my time, which is 9 p.m. your time, and on the East Coast. And then I will be in Mexico with Lane. And I'm not sure if we can do a live on the 29th, but we sure as heck will try. That's a Friday. And otherwise, starting on Monday, we'll see if we can do some live. I don't know how the internet situation is or how far it is from the beach, or I don't know. I don't know anything. I just know we're going to Tulum. Tulum, depends on what country you're from. It's Tulum, whatever, where the accentois is set. And it should be a good time. We're going to be with a client. We're going to do some buffo, the toad. That should be a lot of fun. Get the highest level of consciousness ever. And see what happens down there. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to some downtime with my familia, la familia. The toad beckons, say hello to God for me. Oh, Tim. Yes, brother. Indeed. I shall say hello to God for you. God is you, brother. God is me. There we go. The one, the source, right? Okay, everybody. If you need a coach, let me know. I can hook you up with people that are specifically tailored to what you need, or if you want to talk to Lane and myself to give you guys a path forward that will absolutely help you crush life and love and business. Let us know, because you know what? It all comes from one place right here. And you got it in you already. You might just not know how to deploy it. All right? We can get you there. Other coaches can get you there. You have a fantastic night. You really, really have a fantastic night. I hope you're having a great day. End it strong, right? It's Thursday, isn't it? No, today's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. End it strong. End it like a winner. Make it happen. Find a way. All right? We will see you from Mexico. Everybody have a fantastic one. Remember what we always say. It really is all about quality of life. Janet, looking forward. Really looking forward. Take care.